Hey y'all, it's your girl Waseem, and I'm here with the Top Recruits podcast where we explore the journeys of athletes, coaches, and mentors.
Hand on the game, we are not playing the same. No, we not looking to change. Hand on the wheel, they think we lacking the drive. Boy, you should stay in your lane. Foot on the gas, I do not care if I crash, as long as I stick to.
I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors at Sports Club Florida. The link will be in the description below, and you can check out their website for all updates on everything sports. Today we have very special guests. We have two brothers from Lake Highland Prep. Super fast guys. They play football, they play track. Give a big welcome to Cam and Melo Ware. Oh, I'm so excited to have you guys here.
I'm excited too.
Yeah, you're excited too.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are obviously brothers, but as we was discussing before, you guys have two different journeys. So I want to start off with you, Melo. Tell the people about where you started and what made you start playing football.
I started playing basketball to begin with, but I soon, very quickly realized I was trash. So I went to flag. Then I did that for a couple years, maybe like 2-3 years. And then when I got to middle school, we decided I was going to play tackle football. I was trash, very trash. I just wouldn't tackle anything.
Yeah.
And then next year, changed my mindset, got better. We went to West Orange Bobcats. We won the national championship. And then went to Lake Highland, 8th grade, started. It's been history from there.
Yeah. So what position did you start playing at first?
I played everything at first, but mainly corner. And then I switched to safety. Now I'm full-time offense at running back.
Okay. And for you, when did you start playing football and what made you start playing football?
So I started playing football at 7. Always played tackle, no flag, none of that.
Yeah.
So
So you're not soft like your brother.
I don't know. Mother's not so, but it's just that's all we had. We didn't have any flag
Okay,
football.
yeah.
So literally threw me straight in tackling. It was you either tackle or you're not gonna play.
Yeah.
I did not want to play. So
Yeah.
I just had to get past the fear of running into somebody full speed because you
Yeah.
don't come into the world just saying I'm running into somebody.
Yeah.
So after that, it was just up from there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that was good, but I would say I would tackle.
Yeah. So did you start playing defense at first?
Yes. What's funny is I played a lot of D tackle. A lot of D tackle.
Really?
So, yeah, I played a lot of D tackle. My first
Wow.
All-Star year, I played D tackle. That's what they put.
Wow. I would have never even pegged you for a D
Yeah.
tackle at all.
Yeah, I didn't see myself winning
Yeah.
there.
So what age did you make that switch?
I think I started really 12. Honestly, I've been playing receiver since I was 12. Honestly, I know didn't see myself on the defense side of the ball going to college, so and I'm faster than everybody, so why not give me the ball? Let me run fast everybody.
Yes. So what we were talking before, you guys didn't grow up together. You guys came together, what age was that again?
12.
No, I was 11.
He was 11, I was 12.
Okay, so you're the older one.
Yes, by 8 months.
Yes. So what is that like? Oh, by 8 months. Sorry, that was real specific. What was that like playing with your brother when you guys finally came back? Like, were you guys always in communication or like?
Not at first.
Not at first.
Sometimes I would be playing, he would be playing. So
we went to totally different states, almost 300 miles away from each other. Sort of the connection is there, but it's not really there. But as you see now, when we on the field together, we got a whole different type of chemistry on the field.
we really got good 9th grade year.
Yeah, it's just,
great.
he plays safety, I play corner, that whole side of the field locked down. You don't gotta worry about that. Now we play offense. You gonna stop Melo, you're gonna stop the running back, or you're gonna stop me from catching the ball, having 11 catches for 296 yards, 3 touchdowns. Like, you gotta choose one.
You gotta choose.
choose.
So do you think because you guys didn't play the same positions, that kind of helped build a connection, or do you think that, you get what I'm saying? Instead of playing the same positions, you guys were able to give you guys, for example, you playing running back, you could help him with something with him receiver that he wouldn't normally work on or even look at, or vice versa.
Yeah, more open field stuff, making people miss, making sure you burst after you catch the ball, stuff like that. I can help him with that, but he's helped me more than I've helped him, just because you can just be an athlete most of the time when you get the ball. So
Yeah.
he's helped me.
But definitely, think about it. We train every day together. Literally, we train this morning.
Yeah.
He helps me, I help him. What's funny is I'm the quicker one. He might not be as quick, but he's the stronger one. I might not be as strong. We help each other, and it's always that iron sharpens iron. I mean, you really can't beat that.
Yeah.
And it's just we're total opposites, but we help each other at the same time.
Yes, for sure. Cause like you're quiet. You like to chill. You're more outgoing. You have stuff to say.
I ain't quiet.
Yes, you are.
No,
Stop.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not quiet.
Okay. We'll see.
I
What?
don't always feel like I gotta talk.
Okay, so you just show up. Like you don't got to do too much talking.
Trust me, he would talk a hole in your head if you let him.
If I let you.
If you look.
All right. Now. So let's just go ahead and go into. You guys went to Lake Highland and you guys started playing tackle football. You said you weren't that good, and now like you got better. What was it that helped you get better?
I'll probably say I wanted to play because I got benched. Nah, it was crazy. My dad benched me. So it just had
It's like a stab in the heart.
Nah, it was just like it hit me hard when he benched me. It was like championship game. No, it wasn't championship. It was like what was it?
Playoff game. It's like
Like
the
a
right.
jamboree or
Yeah, it was something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, it was something really important.
Yeah, I was crying. Yeah, it was bad.
Why would your dad do you like that? You just were that bad. Like I just can't like seeing you now and like seeing the type of talent you have now. Like imagine you was trash is like crazy to me.
Nah, like it was crazy too, cause like the dude that went in for me like did the exact same thing I did. So, I got mad,
Yeah.
and then it just clicked. I was like, this ain't gonna happen again.
So it's like that work ethic. Like was it a change in your drive?
Yeah, almost.
Yeah. And for you, were you always fast, good, or what's your
no.
story like?
Oh no, trust me, he used to beat me all the time in races, all sorts of everything. Like he was probably the better brother if you were looking from the outside in
Yeah.
that time. But I mean, we have now it's a group of like-minded men, and I feel like you can't really beat that. I mean, it's our dad, our brother, it's him. I mean, it's our uncles. I mean, everybody. They just trying to make sure that we are supported in doing what we do great, which is football.
So everybody's pouring into you. Like,
Right.
so how important is that mentorship to like guys like you and like the things that you want to do?
I feel like it's very important because I feel like if you don't have anybody to guide you, you can only just go off what you know, which honestly,
You
I don't know.
17, you don't know nothing.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still learning to this day.
Yeah.
So it's just when you have that, and you have all that support behind you, you can't. I mean, it's almost you can't fail unless you
Yeah.
really try.
So you guys mentioned before your dad benched you. So was your dad your coach when you guys were at Lake Highland?
Yeah, he's still.
Yeah,
Oh, he's still your coach. Okay, sorry, yeah.
No, we started at Olympia, went to West Orange, and now we're at Lake Island.
Yeah, but now we're at Lake Island.
Yes. So what's that like playing for your dad? Like, what are the pros? Give me the pros and the cons, and be honest.
The pros, he knows your limits. He knows how hard to push you. He knows everything literally about you. He knows when you're lying. He knows when you're telling the truth. And what's funny is he's always gonna push you to that standard. So another coach might they might lean off of you a little bit, but he's always gonna be press when he knows he needs to press because he knows what we can take and he knows what he's basically made.
Yeah.
I mean, and then the cons, there's really no cons. It's always football.
Yeah.
What you want to pursue, that you can really go get it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just very, very important.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just family, and if family brings football, football is family. So
Yes.
it's just beautiful.
All right, Mr. Talkative, what you got to say?
Pros and cons. Pros, I would say he just shows me what I'm doing wrong because I don't really have a coach at Lake Highland. He's the receiver coach. There's no running back coach at Lake Highland. So he just shows me what I'm doing wrong. Like even in the game, he'll pull me to the side. You see this cut, you see this hole, So that's the pros. The cons, I mean, he's just that.
He's a little aggravating sometimes.
Nah, I wouldn't say aggravating. It's just
that.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah, you know how that
He's the
goes.
same dude that's cleaning clean room.
Yeah. So it's kind of like,
catch the
it's
ball.
almost like the same thing. Like, as far as like you said, you being a dad and like being a coach. Like,
Right.
essentially, dads just coach you through life in
Yeah, pretty
general.
much.
So it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your freshman season, how that went for both of you guys.
Well, freshman season, first time I touched the ball, I think it was like 60-yard touchdown. No, it was 70.
Oh,
70.
Yeah, the best.
Yeah, no, it was 70.
yeah.
We beat, I think it was Trinity, bro.
Training prep first game.
Yeah, we beat them
60?
60-something to 0. No, it was 7.
Yeah, it was 60 to 7.
Yeah. because they had upball somebody.
Yeah, they just.
So, I mean, it was pretty good until we got TFA.
I'm confused. For somebody who used to be trash, you talking about you was trash when you were playing flag or tackle? Because I mean, you just started playing tackle.
No, like my first, like 6th grade year, I started playing tackle, so I was trash that year.
Okay.
The next year when I came back, it was just a whole different person.
Oh, so it only took you 1 year?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Mindset change.
Yeah, quick.
It was a mindset change.
So what about you? How was your freshman season?
My freshman season, it was great. I'm just gonna say it was great. I mean, I definitely got to show what I can do on the field. I got to play with my brother on the same field.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you just can't beat that.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with him on the field, and it's just that chemistry and that bond. It's just like I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else.
So I have a question. So when you guys go to college, I mean, obviously, you know, you never know where life will take you, but if you guys could play together in college, is that something that you guys would want to do?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's always been us.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, like we said, we don't fight.
Yeah.
We don't argue. We don't do none of that. We really like two totally different things. So, like, if he's playing the game, he can play the game. I'll go watch TV. If he's watching TV, I'll go play the game. It'd be stuff like that, and you just like we never bump heads, none of that. So it's just always been us.
I just, as a fellow sibling of somebody, it's hard for me to like take that in and like see that. Like I said, Assad, you're gonna be watching this video and you're gonna have something to say. I already know, and we're gonna get into it. Like, I just cannot believe that you guys have no issues with each other. Jesus. But I mean, I will say, like, just with me meeting you guys and having the conversations that I have with you guys, like, you guys are so mature. Like, I have not met a lot of athletes with the mindset that you guys have. Like, even when we was driving down to the Miami camp, you're over here reading a self-help book. Yeah. I'm like, what? Like, so, like, tell us a little bit about, like, that, like, how you always try to, you know, take care of yourself off the field, you know what I mean? Like, and grow off the field.
Right. I believe in this thing. If you really want to elevate as a person, you have to elevate your mind first. And if you don't elevate your mind, you can't elevate your body. And really, fortunately, my body is something I use a lot. I mean, I train with it every day, how to give it water, give it food, give it the right energy. But if my mind is lacking, my body is going to lack at some point. So, and my thing is, and Dad always teaches, he wants us to be well-rounded as a human being, not just as a father or person. He wants to be a well-rounded human being. Yeah. So therefore, I got to do everything that I feel like that's going to be sufficient in that area, such as reading books, doing things like that. And I mean, honestly, it's helped a lot. It's actually helped wonders, yeah.
Well, if you want to shout out, go ahead and tell people like your favorite books or something that you feel like, you know, are good books. I want to know. I need to read some more books about myself too. I'm trying to get it together. Like, what's going on?
I feel like the best book you can read, and this is going to be like, it's gonna be, people are gonna say, yeah, it's the Bible. I mean, I feel like you can't beat the Bible. I mean, honestly, everything I've read in the Bible is either happened or it's showing me that, yeah, this is gonna happen. You need to do this, this, and this to make sure that doesn't happen.
For sure. I'm glad you brought up the Bible. What is y'all relationship like with God, and how do you feel like that has affected how you guys play on the field?
I mean, God's just put everything that we need in front of us, so can't thank him enough. Just
Yes, for sure. Do you read your Bible too? I mean, are you a reader?
I mean, not really, but I read the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta read the Bible.
Yeah.
Like at nights, I would stand there. I have a little fish tank that has a little light. I would turn the light on. I would read the Bible to him. Yeah. And then literally after that, I would go to sleep praying. I've done it for the last 2 nights.
You guys read the Bible together?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is so sweet. Like, my heart is so warm right now. Like, what? Okay, I have to ask you, like, what is your favorite part of the Bible? Like,
I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that.
I'll say I really like Proverbs because it be helping me out. I can't lie.
Proverbs is amazing, but I feel like my verse is my verse.
Not your first. I'm saying like your favorite like book. Like
it's definitely Proverbs.
Yeah, Proverbs.
I feel like you have to be wise. I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat being wise.
Like, do you guys have any advice for like people who are just starting to read the Bible? Because I feel like when you first start to read the Bible, you kind of don't know where to start. I'm gonna be honest. Like when I first started reading, I'm like, I try to read from front to back, starting in Genesis, and I'm just like, oh, this is too much for me. Like, and then they started, once they get into the lineages, I'm like, okay, like I can't keep up. The lineages really messed me up. So do you have any like advice on like where to start?
Starting Proverbs.
I would say starting Proverbs. You always want to get wise. Another thing is, it might not feel like God is close, but if you really think about it, people don't shout when they're right next to you. So you don't ever want to feel like, well, you might not feel God is close, but God is really always right there, right beside you. So in lifts, anything, even when you sitting down crying, he's always right there. He might not be shouting, so he might be whispering to you.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like the more you read the Bible, the more you can hear him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Definitely.
So going into, what is it, like your sophomore year, your junior year, tell me a lot about, like, you know, just how the football seasons went and how that went for you guys and how you guys did.
I mean, shoot, we were undefeated sophomore and junior.
Sophomore and junior.
So we were undefeated. So it's just, well, our freshman summer, we all really just got together as a group.
Like your teammates and stuff?
Yeah, so we just came together as a group. We had a couple new kids. Gavin Nix, he left our sophomore year, but like I'm pretty sure he was a big piece of that. But like when we all came together as a group, we said this is what we're gonna do. It's just it went from there.
And like you said,
Pretty sure we blew everybody out except for one team.
yeah, we favorite player. But like you said, when you bring a like-minded group of men, I mean, literally, it's pretty hard to stop.
Yeah, the world is your oyster at this point.
pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
So, going into your junior year, when did you guys start getting like recruitment, or like when did the recruitment process start for you guys?
We got our first offers freshman year.
Nah,
Freshman year?
I mean yeah, but like it didn't really like pick up after that. It was like more like, what was it? Spring this year.
Yeah, spring this year. This is when we really started.
Really? So like just going like, cause you guys are going to your senior year if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, yes.
So yeah, spring your junior year. Yeah, this is around the time like
really
schools start looking at you and stuff like that. How was your season last year? Like personally, like how did you do last year?
I had 1,600 yards and 21 touchdowns.
1,340 yards for 17 touchdowns.
Jeez, Louise.
Yeah.
I think we had like 80% of the team's touchdowns together.
Yeah, something like that.
And just to like come off so good and remain so humble, I think that's just so beautiful. Like I know I keep going back to you guys as like people, but I really do appreciate meeting like young men like you guys, because it's so easy to get wrapped up in, oh, I'm like that. Like you see me, you know how I know you know a couple people. We don't gotta say no names. We know people who you feel me? Like they just don't have it up here.
Yeah.
So I do want to talk about where I met you guys. You know, we went down to the Miami camp. What was that like? Like, what is it like going in front of these schools and going to the camps and working out?
It's me. Look.
I mean, you really just gotta have fun with it. You can't put too much pressure on yourself, because then you start messing up.
Yeah,
I mean, football is supposed to be fun. Just have fun with it.
Right. But I mean, when you work every day and you're waking up at 5 a.m. and you out there running with the team and everything, I mean, you really don't have a choice but to do good. I mean, you get a chance to show all the work that you put in. You get to put it on the field with in front of the coaches. Like you can't
beat it.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
So I just have to ask, what is the hardest part of football for you guys? Because it seems like everything's just coming easy. Like, is there any parts of football that it's like, gee, like, you know what I mean?
The hardest parts.
Oh, I stumped y'all.
Really? I don't think it's tough.
The hardest.
I don't think it's hard. It's just the discipline part. I mean, like some things you can't eat. I mean, like we go through track season, we won't eat a lot of steak, we won't eat a lot of that. I mean, once we start getting to football, you gotta make sure you're eating right. You can't have no ice cream or no snacks or anything. So you gotta go to the training room, make sure your body right. So it's really just the discipline part. And I feel like
that's the hardest part.
It's the discipline part.
I took one ice bath and never again. That was like the worst experience of my life. Jeez.
Nah, we gotta go neck down.
Yeah, neck down.
I think I did like 30 seconds, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. Like, I don't care.
We got 15 minutes.
15 minutes, neck down, time don't start.
So you talked about track. You guys are like dual athletes. Tell us a little bit about how track season went for you guys, or like when did you guys start playing track anyways?
Started running track at 12. Yeah, 12. Like, you should start at 11?
No, yeah, I was 11.
Yeah, he started 11. I started at 12. I'm talking about Melo used to beat me all the time.
So you was faster than your brother?
Oh, yes. Gosh, yes. It was.
Did I let that fire in you? You could have let your little brother of 8 months, like, beat you?
Really?
Because he put the emphasis on the 8 months at first.
I mean, well, go to that. It's not really like, he's not really my little brother. It's more
that's
It's like that's my dog.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, it's always been us two. We're so close, we're so tight. Like, we literally know everything about each other.
Yeah.
So it's like, he ain't really my little brother. That's just why. It's really like my best friend. My brother. Just my brother.
That's so sweet. Okay, so like track, were you guys always this fast, or?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nah. Let me stop. Stop.
What?
Oh, no, not the first year.
Track is a process, because, I mean, you got kids that's been running since they was 3.
Yeah, especially in Florida. Like,
yeah.
Florida is a speed sport. Like, I remember being in elementary and, like, all the little girls, I'm 8 years old, they all run track. Everybody always running track. Or not even if we run a track, we just outside running, playing tag and stuff like that. Like, for sure. So, how has track helped develop your, you as a football player, especially with you guys playing skill positions?
I mean, speed kills.
Play that fast on the field.
Yeah, speed kills.
You run 10-6 on the track. You got to run 10-6 on the field.
I mean, and really, if a guy's 6'6", 300 pounds, and he's chasing after you, all right, you probably don't want him to touch you, so you just got to outrun him, and ain't no problem with that.
Yeah, it's no problem.
No problem with that.
So,
Just gotta
talking
run.
about speed and going back to the Miami camp, tell us about that 40 you ran, dude. Like, the people want to know.
And 4.38, it was something.
It was some slight.
Yeah, it was some
It was some slight, just a little 1-2.
Yeah, just a little 1-2.
Yeah,
I gotta do it. I gotta do it again this Thursday.
Yes. Wait, you're going back to Miami this
Going
Thursday?
back to Miami this Thursday. So gotta do it again. Make sure I got a good performance for the coaches and everything. Make sure they let me know that I'm really that good, and just go with that.
And how did you do at the Miami camp?
I ran 4.49. Shoot. I ain't losing not one rep at 1-on-1. So.
Excuse me. So you guys are both going back Thursday.
Right.
Yeah, are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, we take it as a business trip. So I'm really just trying to compete, beat the competition, and go back home and get ready for
somebody.
You finna embarrass somebody?
Yeah.
Well, I might come down, y'all. Y'all might get a little exclusive if I go down. I might record a little 1-2. I don't know. It depends how I'm feeling.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, come on, boy, come on.
For sure. So, what I know that you guys have a lot of offers. Like, you guys have a lot of offers. You got schools looking at you.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite part of the recruiting process?
My favorite part. I mean, I don't say I have a favorite part. I really just stay humble with it, to be honest. You know, like, I ain't really get too happy, too sad when I didn't get an O or when I got an O. So,
I mean, at the end of the day, you can only really go to one school.
Yeah.
I mean, you got all these schools looking at you and they all fighting for you. I mean, it's nice and all that, but you can only go to one.
Yeah.
So it's just which one is better than the others.
And what are some of those things that you guys are looking for? Like, as far as like the school that you guys attend, like, what are you looking at? Like the coaching staff, the culture?
Coaching staff. Yeah. Coaching staff. The culture, you'll see when you get there. Like, if you take an official visit, you'll just see that. But like, coaches, definitely. If your position coach don't really mess with you, how you gonna play?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you got a point. But at the same time, we looking for education. I mean, because honestly, football ain't forever. I mean, it's fun, it's cool, it's great, but football is not forever. Eventually, I gotta hang my cleats up and I gotta stop watching all that film.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just
You just start watching film. You got hang
Yeah,
them
you just
cleats up,
can't.
though.
Yeah, you just gotta hang them cleats up. You just ain't gonna be playing no more. You can watch all the film you want to. Yeah.
But I mean, it's just we gotta get the education first. Man, mom don't play, so we gotta get the education.
Yeah.
So it's just education, culture, coaching staff. I mean, all that matters. All that plays a part.
And you talk about life after football. I know this is like far gone, like far into the future, but do you guys have any idea what you guys want to do after football?
I want to be a sports psychologist.
Sports psychologist?
I want to go in law. I
Oh.
want to have my own hedge fund.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I was with you with sports psychologist. I actually was a psychology major. So like psychology is one of the best things you can go into because it'll teach you everything you need to know about yourself. As football players, how do you feel like, your brain and like the things you go through, like how important do you think that affects your game? And I really want to hear from you, Melo, because you're the one who wants to be a sports psychologist. So you have to understand like the connections, between your brain and your body.
I mean, sometimes your brain will tell you to stop and you just gotta keep going. No. Let me stop. Cause if your brain tell you to stop, you might want to stop.
Well, on the black man note, or a black athlete note, I'm sure you guys can attest to this, like y'all emotions and like as far as like you guys mentally, it's not really taken as serious. So like I really do admire you wanting to go into this field because there's not a lot of boys like you wanting to, even who even thinks this stuff is serious. They don't look into themselves and like, they don't even know what depressed is. They get up and just go depress that field, depress them dishes, like because I feel like as black men, you guys aren't really allowed to be vulnerable. So is that something that kind of pushed you towards psychology? Or what did push you towards psychology?
Being vulnerable?
No, like just understanding like your brain and like you're not really being able to, you know, as athletes, you guys aren't really able to.
Like the mental health aspect.
Yeah, the mental health aspect.
Yeah, I just feel like I can connect with that because I understand where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Like, win or loss, you got to be able to just take that with a grain of salt and just keep it moving.
And pick yourself up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then why do you want to go into law?
Oh, I can talk myself out of almost any situation.
You got to get the gab?
Huh?
You got to get the gab.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what's, I know this might be a little, but do you know what type of law you want to get into?
Think about criminal.
Ooh.
Criminal.
Ooh.
Think about criminal. I
Yeah.
feel like somebody's wrongfully judged. I feel like they should be rightfully judged. I mean,
Yeah.
At the end of the day, justice is a big thing.
Yeah.
Really, just like Batman, I'm fighting for justice.
Yes, yes. Well, I just want to say, like, I really appreciate the conversation that we're having right here. I definitely think you guys are a great mentor to, like, especially little kids. Is there anything, like, do you ever see yourself coming back, you know, and mentoring the kids, like, after, you know, after college, after?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I love kids. At Lake Holland, we have this thing called Adopt a Player.
Mm-hmm.
And so Lake Holland has K through 12th grade. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, we go every Friday with our jerseys, go over to the lower school, and we go into their classes
In the morning.
Like in the morning,
No breakfast.
and literally, it's just we go in there and literally the kids are screaming your name. It's just an amazing process, and I love kids, and I would do it every day if I could.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man.
So how important is mentorship for you guys? Like, do you guys have any mentors or people who poured into you that really like helped you guys grow into the man and football player that you guys are today?
Yeah, my dad.
Yeah, Dad. I mean,
so your dad really set a great standard for you guys.
oh,
I mean,
definitely.
Yeah, like I can see that.
I mean, if I'm being mentored, why wouldn't I want somebody else to be mentored? I mean, it's just if I know what it can do and what the benefits of it, I mean, why would I want that for somebody else? And it's just amazing.
Yes.
You can't really beat that.
So do you guys have any advice for, you know, any young kids right now watching this and wanting to be in the position that you guys are in?
Just keep going.
Yeah, don't stress it. Like, don't stress it. It's gonna come.
Even when it gets hard, just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, if you keep working and you keep it going, keep it moving, it's gonna come.
I mean, sometimes sometimes this ain't gonna be there. You just
Right.
gotta keep pushing.
Right.
Yeah.
Even when the O's not coming, just keep working, and they're gonna come eventually.
Yeah, eventually gonna come.
Yes.
Or-
Well, I just want to say thank you guys again so much for coming. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys can go ahead and like and subscribe for me, and see you guys again in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.